You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Dean Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's Hit the Floor After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's Hit the Floor After Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to AfterBuzz TV. Bing is for doing it tonight. We are doing the season finale of Hit the Floor. I'm your host, Alikona Bradford, and joining me are some of your favorites. Ficky, over here.
What's up? It's Mark E. Allen.
It's Laila Sadny.
It's Nick Purdue, guys.
The Nick Purdue.
Hey, and so if you guys noticed, we weren't with you last night, but we were very fortunate. VH1 has embraced us so much here at AfterBuzz that we got to go see the season finale with all the Hit the Floor cast.
And crew.
Crew. So what we're going to do is we're going to break down the episode, and as we do, we'll give a little insight into some of the cast reactions as we got to watch it all together as a whole. So let's start with the very beginning of the episode, which started off with Sloane and Dean Cain, Pete Davenport, talking about their feelings. Basically, here's Dean Cain finally saying, hey, like, let's talk about this. He's finally got her cornered in. Like, what is going on between the two of us? And she's pretty much just confessing. I know it was a deep scene. Yeah. The depth of how much hurt she experienced because of him.
Yeah, she got the lip quiver going again, you know.
The first cut is the deepest.
Men, you.
Yeah, I know.
You're all awful.
No, I mean, look, basically, she was saying that, you know, you're not hitting it anymore. Like, and that's basically what it is.
Well, I mean, she was coming from an emotional stance. Okay, she was cool with keeping it friends with benefits. It's when he kept trying to push the whole we found each other again.
We have a kid.
And she was like, yeah, no, ain't gonna happen, homie. Keep to going.
So she wanted to keep emotion out of it.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Okay, how are you going to sit here and confess all this stuff to Sloane and talk about how, you know, what are we doing? We're so lucky to find each other. And then the next scene, it's like, so Raquel.
Yeah.
What's going on?
He got shot down.
Well, I know, but still, sweet Raquel, who's been through enough with Jesse, and now he's going to come and rebound with her.
Yeah, he led the team in rebounds when he was on the team.
Is that what happened?
Pounding the boards, as they say.
So wait, did you guys feel like, okay, first date was kind of weird, to be honest with you. It was a little awkward. But then when she's in the hotel room with him, do you think all the kiss and everything like that, was that really intimate, or was it just like, meh?
No, I thought it was pretty intimate, and it's something they both needed. Yeah. And of course they had some feelings before, but my whole thing is, you know, before Raquel was like, I don't know, because I'm Asha's friend, and
that went out the window.
Yeah. So
I told you that wasn't gonna really matter, you know.
At first she was trying to make it matter, and then she's like, you know,
she's like, you're Superman, dude. Like, let's do this.
She's a single
I need to get
mom.
some action.
You know, exactly. She needs a little of that vitamin D. So, you know, she was like, well, Pete's gonna give it to me.
I guess.
You know, but I think they'll probably like take it slow though. They're not going to do anything. I mean, they're going to take it slow.
Hook up the first night.
Let's just talk about, I'm going to jump real quick over into Mia, because let's talk about how your predictions last night. Okay, first of all, I was having a conversation with James LaRosa, the creator of Hit the Floor, and he was saying, I don't know if you realize this, but when we were talking, he was like, you know, Laila was so dead on with her predictions. He was like, every time I watch it, I'd be like, oh, somebody shut her up.
He's like, how does she have the inside scoop?
Yeah, but I mean, that's kind of awesome. And that's a huge compliment coming from the creator of the show.
Yeah.
Who told you? Who told you about that?
I can't tell. It's a secret. I got insiders.
She's eavesdropping. See, James? You don't know. She does dirty.
James, go on.
Right?
She's sneaking into the writer's room, just picking up scripts and taking them in.
All the cameras in there.
I mean, once you said it, though, it totally made sense because, come on, we were trying to narrow down. Nick at one point was like, oh, maybe it's Raquel's character. And I was like, no.
Yeah, well, I think that was like the obvious, but then you think with James LaRosa's script writing, it's like,
it could be
he's
anything.
going to throw us for a loop.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it. She had what 3-episode arc, you know, and that's it. That's it. Like, you know, because like you weren't too invested in her.
No,
so it's kind of like
that's true.
Well, her character, to me, okay, no offense to the actress or anything like that, but her character was so weak. It was hard for me to get attached to her, especially when you have a show that has so many strong women.
But maybe she was playing like the weak. I mean,
I'm sure
you know,
she was.
I mean, like
I'm
that
sure
was
she
there was a purpose for that, like fragile, weak.
Of course,
It's such a strong point though too. Like first of all, like it had us wondering who Mia was the whole season. You bring her on, and you kill her off, but we don't know that it's for sure her. So then we start thinking, who is it going to be?
Exactly.
And that was a really smart how they opened up and they're like, all right.
But they didn't show Asha.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So they had you thinking they showed her little baby picture with mom right there.
Yeah.
So that was you know, it was like the movie. Hit the Floor of the movie was
the season
last
finale.
episode.
My jaw hit the floor. That's what happened this entire episode.
Yeah,
but you know what? Since you say that, as far as how they introduced Mia prior to her actually physically being on the show, I honestly anticipated somebody that was really gonna give Jelena a run for her money. So when she came in, like,
Looking all crazy.
yeah, and it was like,
Well, you know,
Okay.
because
Okay.
Mia's a broken person, you know,
True.
and so like she's been through a lot, and so like she was literally at the end of her rope, you know.
but do you
and-
think she jumped?
Well, I mean, she did
No, absolutely not. I
little
don't
crack
think so.
shuffle off of the Vincent Thomas.
crack
bridge.
shuffle.
She was excited to have her life back. She definitely
Yeah.
didn't jump.
And what's up with
Winds
the
are
whole,
strong in Long Beach,
Chase
you guys.
Vincent?
Yes. Okay.
Chase Vincent.
He's a
okay.
rapist. That's what it is. He's a rapist.
Well, duh. But didn't see that one coming.
Yeah.
Did
no.
you saw the way he put Olivia over the table.
That is true.
I saw that.
You know what? That is
Oh my
very
gosh.
true.
And
Yeah,
I
it was very
I
rapist
called
of
him
him.
over saying,
He has rapey tendencies.
Yes.
But with your wife, it's okay. I
once
just,
a rapist, always a rapist.
you know.
He's aggressive.
But do you think that Olivia's going to find out next season? What's going to happen
She's
to
probably going to
Olivia?
get killed off, to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
No.
Yeah,
Olivia?
She's going to get
Really?
She
Because
basically
her
is
nose
gonna
is and
get
everything.
She knows too much.
Yeah, exactly.
Too.
She's going to
That's
start
why
digging.
she's going to get killed because she knows too much, you know?
Do you think she's gonna still be on the show a lot, have a presence on the show, or is this gonna be like?
She's going her job back.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
like-
gonna be a fight.
I don't, you know, again, like, you know, because they actually haven't even started writing season 2, so like we literally have no idea what's going on. But I think just based off of what this last episode, what we saw and how she's fired now, you know, and how her little 10% stake in the company really didn't mean anything.
Right.
So it's kind of like, okay, what is she gonna do? So she's probably gonna do something really big, and then that's when it's like, okay, we got to get rid of her.
Okay, but how did Jelena even get her 10%? Because she didn't have the 10% before. We saw her in past episodes handling some money, and then she made a deal, obviously, with Oscar. Like, they do business.
That was the business problem.
what?
That was
Yeah.
10%.
But where did she get her money from?
Doesn't matter.
Because she drugged. Yeah, I think because she drugged.
Terrence.
She gave
Yeah.
him the.
He was gonna get traded.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he was gonna.
I get that. I get
traded.
that.
They're
But
working
where did
together.
she have the money to get her stake and her 10%?
He just
He
gave
gave it to her,
Gave it to her.
for
Terrence?
her doing what
No,
she
no,
did.
yeah.
Oscar gave it to her. Remember he slid the.
but
For
what?
drugging Terrence maybe
Yes.
or whatnot.
But
like-
he wanted to trade Terrence, too.
No, he didn't.
No,
No.
Terrence
He was
wanted to
doing the
leave.
poker deal, and he was like,
Yeah, he wanted him to stay.
You need to rewatch this season.
you know what? Y'all need to just go somewhere. How about that?
When Steven's watching it next week.
Yeah, you need to just like binge watch it
Whatever.
and be like, oh my god, I can't believe I missed that.
Yeah, no.
Whatever.
It was a quick
It's
one.
okay. Yeah.
You know
it
what?
was,
Maybe I was just distracted by all the abs in this entire
Lord.
series. Maybe that's what it was.
Can McKinley keep a shirt on? Like, this
You know what? I'm okay with you
No,
taking
he
it
can
off.
keep it off.
But you know
Tired of
what?
this.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna say about McKinley. All right, because we all know that I'm a Derek hater.
Talk to him in the camera.
I'm talking to you. We all know I'm a Derek hater, okay? Still am. However, we got to see a little bit of like the realness behind his character, and after meeting him, crap, it's hard to dislike your character. It really is, because he's such a nice guy in person.
Yeah.
And then now that his character is able to be the nice guy too, for me, I'm able to marry the two people, even though I know they're two totally different. But you know,
Yeah.
it was very cute. Heck, why don't we just get into it? Let's talk about the big scene, because you know everybody is talking about the non-sex sex scene right now.
Well, I mean,
smooth
can
move.
we let's talk about the build up first.
Okay.
Right. So so she goes over to her
German's house.
ex-boyfriend's house, or and
She's with an
is-
Asian head.
Sees him with another woman.
Represent, thank you.
You got that Asian persuasion.
That's what I'm talking about.
But like She should have said something. I think that she should have said something as opposed to just looking in the window like, oh my God, I'm freaked out. And,
What do
like,
you
hit the trash
say?
can.
What do you say?
Get all crazy ex-girlfriend on him or
Which
something.
P.S. Taylor was saying that she really did run into the trash can, cut her knee real good, and bled through her jeans.
Tell, that was a hit. That was a stunt. She pulled her own stunt with that one. But no, like you could say like I forgot something in the because she didn't get all of her stuff. Like I forgot something, and then like the little girl can be not a little, but the girl who he was with could be in the lobby. They could go upstairs and she could talk to him and really see what's going on.
No, but it's none of your business. At that point, you guys have broken up. It's really none of your business. So honestly, if I was in the same position, I probably would have left too.
They were together for 3 years.
But they're friends
It was
too,
like,
though.
It's only been like 24 hours.
Yeah.
They're still friends.
it's the day after.
Okay, whatever. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If I was her, that's what I would do.
If you were a female.
If I was a female, that's what I would do.
Well, if I was a female, which I guess I kind of am. Yeah, I walked into that one.
Boom.
But I would have
What are
done
you
the
telling
same
us?
thing.
No.
No, I would have done the same thing. I would have been like, whoop, okay, I'm just gonna act like. And I get it. The next reasonable person in her mind is the guy that's been hitting on her, that's no longer hitting on her, that's just a weird situation.
Yeah, now he's not hitting on her, so she wants him.
Of course.
The game is the game is the game.
That's
But you know what, though? When they did... Okay, can we talk about the hookup now? Is it okay? Is it
Well,
safe?
okay. Well,
He's still building up.
But
okay,
yeah,
keep building, keep
it's still
building.
the build-up
Bring it to
because
me.
they went to the bar and every guy knows that the best wingman is some alcohol. They were doing shots, having a good time.
Is that how you get all your girls?
Yes.
No, I'm not a rapist, so not Rick Fox, but Chase Vincent. I'm not. Yeah. But
Totally different people.
it helps loosen up the situation. You know what I mean? It's like they were loose, and she started like venting to him, and and then so like she felt comfortable enough to kind of let her guard down, and that's when you strike with the iron tide.
Okay, wait though. One of the things that she was saying to Derek when she was talking about him, with German with the girl, was it was disgusting and it was this and it was that. The only thing they were doing was sitting next to each other and laughing.
Sipping beer, though.
Homegirl,
They were sipping
you
beer.
made out with Derek before y'all broke up. So for you to call somebody else disgusting for them hanging out.
That is true.
Double standard. See that?
little bit of
See that?
hypocrite.
See?
A little
Women,
bit.
Double standards. Terrible. So, and then
Women.
actually like
Women. I like the way you add that in, Mark.
rewatching it, seeing Derek's game, which is actually kind of smart, right? He was like, let me take you to this little makeout hill, right? And he threw a rock. But I rewatched it again, and I was like, he didn't throw anything.
He faked it and then she threw the rock.
Yeah, she threw the rock. Like, that was smooth. Like, I didn't realize that the first time, but
really?
rewatching it,
Are you sure?
he didn't throw anything.
Oh.
Yeah, like because he only had one thing in his hand, and so he acted like he threw it. That's why it was like you can't hear anything.
Keeps
and
falling.
Then,
Falling.
Exactly. And then
Good
that's when
line,
he
good
gave
line.
her the
So do you think that was his initial goal? Like he was scheming the entire...
he is.
No, he wasn't innocently just trying to have a conversation.
No.
But he was saying, okay, hold on. Because this morning I was watching the VH1 interview with him and Logan, and he was saying something about... trying to keep the line distant because now it's the coach's daughter, so he's really trying.
I think that was part of his game.
That makes it even better.
Like, I don't want you anymore.
Either way, I liked the way the scene happened because it wasn't like...
The smooth hand kiss.
I liked it.
Yeah, it wasn't like, hey girl,
Yeah.
smush.
Yeah.
It was
cute.
like a little, but then she,
I'm not gonna lie.
but you could see it in her eyes that she was giving him the okay and just sweetly, innocently being like,
Again,
I'm gonna test this
because that's the alcohol wingman.
Is that what that
Works
was?
every time she's like,
and then it was just
it's
full on,
against
just
my
naked.
better judgment. Well, she didn't get naked, but she got. All right, here's the thing. Don't do it in a Ferrari, okay? Fellas, listen, I understand you got a little money, but take out the Escalade or whatever. Even if you can do it in the car, don't do it in a Ferrari.
They said they damaged the Ferrari for real life.
Yeah, they probably did. They were all in the hood because, like, the engine's back there.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, car 101.
I think. Is it a Ferrari or a Lamborghini? One of those. I don't know.
Isn't it a Volkswagen
You
bus
act
that
like
has...
Is that a wrench? Did you bring a wrench?
Yeah. I made a grease muscle. No, I hair on my chest, I drink
Women.
beer. But that was a fun scene to watch. But it was even more fun watching Taylor's mom because she was
Yes!
that was
I'm glad you
Taylor
brought
was
that
so
up.
embarrassed that her mom was watching it.
my
God.
She's like, my mom's here.
But even
wish
her
I got a
mom,
picture of that.
instead
I
of
wish I got a
watching,
picture of that.
okay, so where we were at, they had television screens everywhere, front, back, side.
Yeah.
And like a real big screen, too.
Yeah, and so I'm watching the screen, but under the screen is Taylor's mom, and in front of me is Taylor, and you see Taylor going, nah, And then you see her mom going, oh my God, oh my God. And I'm just thinking, if that was me and my mom was seeing me do all that, I don't know what I would do with myself. I would be so mortified.
Nick's mom would give him a high five.
She would. You know.
That's my boy.
Exactly.
Double standard.
You know? She's like, make sure you, use protection. You'll be good.
Whatever.
Dap.
But no, I mean, it was a good scene. I'm glad it happened. I know, like, a lot of people were talking about it, like, especially reading our comments from the last, episode that we had. We had Derek, not Derek. Yeah, we had Derek and Asha here.
Yeah.
And, they were saying that just their chemistry here was like, okay, something has to happen.
Right.
So I'm glad it did, so it's kind of like, all right, we crossed that bridge, but it's not going to last because something is going to happen to where, because they can't be together. So something's going to happen.
Yeah, but do you think we're going to go into season 2 and it's going to start and then someone's going to come in and just interrupt the whole situation?
Yeah, like going into season 2, like they're still going to be together because, we're just in the All-Star break right now. So, there's, and they like literally just got into
So
All-Star.
season 2 is not going to open up on their like honeymoon. They just got married on like a boat.
No, because there's way too much story to tell in between that. There's way too much story.
You know what, though? But speaking of All-Star, let's talk about how she just totally beat out Jelena in the All-Star game. I saw that one coming. I kind of saw that one coming.
But I think the numbers are probably rigged.
Oh, I agree.
Absolutely.
I think that Olivia had something to do with that. Personally.
That's why she lost her job.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I like the way Yelena's face. She's trying to just smile through it. I'm like, yeah, smile, girl, because it's about to go down.
And that's like the best thing because she keeps her composure and
Throughout everything.
Yeah, but you already know that like in her head she's like, okay, now we can play.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
That was an interesting
what she said to
dialogue
her.
in general.
That was great.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Because I think even though she thinks that Asha has now changed to become this person, she still knows her soft spot, and that soft spot is attacking the fact that you are no longer that innocent little girl, and you're never going to go back because you've already done your dirty deed. And that just
and now
looking
she
at
can compete.
yeah, but now looking at Asha's face was like
She's like, oh,
She's like,
hell.
she's been planning this whole thing the whole time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you know what's kind of weird? If you really think about it, so it's like, okay, because like there's this whole underlying thing, right? Because they're the Los Angeles Devils, and they talk about like this whole like devil lifestyle, and so like you have this good girl gone bad, so she is accepted into this devil lifestyle. You know what I mean? So it's like it's very symbolic. Like when you really kind of look at it, like from the beginning to kind of like where we are now, like it's very, you have to do your dirt and then we can accept you into the, I'm not saying secret society, but I'm saying secret society. Like,
But I don't
It's a
think,
gang.
I mean, as much as the only two bad things she really did was the whole let everybody know who my dad is so I can win this contest, because it was the only way she could compete with Jelena. And the second thing was pretty much with German, and that stuff honestly happens in real life. So as far as it being that the devils turned her over or whatever, I really don't think she's anywhere close to the level.
The beginning.
It could be.
I think this is
but
like.
I just don't think she's
And
anywhere.
that's why Sloane's in there now, because she wants to keep an eye on her.
But
make
she
sure.
doesn't know any of that happened. It's not like Sloane knows what's going on in Asha's life in this
No,
point.
but she knows how bad the organization is, and she knows what Oscar did, or kind of assumes what
think,
Oscar did. And
yeah.
she doesn't want him to do that to any more girls.
I think that's more her
She's
motivation
gonna
than
take him
anything
out.
else, just to keep just to keep her safe.
Yeah, and Sloane also knows that Asha's the one that told everybody, Pete was her dad.
Right.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Oh, so I
gave
guess
the
that is
okay,
her going,
so she can
that's
kinda
not
say,
my
like,
Asha. My
yeah.
Asha would never do that.
Yeah. What's going on?
Oh, and you know what? I like the way Sloane, when Dean Cain was at the house, Pete Davenport, excuse me, when he was at the house, she just allowed him to think that the police officer was a new boy toy or something.
I love that. Mm-hmm. I loved it.
That's like the second time she's done that to him.
Awesome.
Poor guy.
I mean,
He has it coming.
that's what
But how safe do you guys really think Sloane is going to be in season 2 now that she's working with a detective and she's trying to go in here? She hasn't been in this society, if you will, for the past 22 years. Is she really going to be able to hang? Because when she exited, she was obviously at a very weak point in her life.
Right, and that's what's so cool about the very first episode, seeing that she was so against it, and now she's a part
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
The irony.
That was-
I think
Yeah.
she's smart and she's strong, and I think she what she went through made her strong and changed her. So I think she's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Let me put it this way. when you watch the credits, her name comes up first.
Oh, excuse me. Okay.
She's not. She's gonna be fine.
Oh, P.S. Just random information. Sloan is my new vegan buddy. She's not quite my buddy, but you know, future in the future. But I did learn that fact about her, and I just thought that was kind of awesome and amazing.
Is that what vegan people do? Like,
Yeah, we do that. That's how we greet each other. Yeah.
I identify.
She was like, yeah, I made sure that there was stuff for us vegan people at the party. I said, yeah, I get it, girl. Ooh.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
Random FYI facts. Oh, okay. Let's talk about Yelena's scene with Rob. Because I want to talk.
That's for the end.
Oh, okay, fine.
Because I want to save that for the end. Like,
so
that's
good.
like
the entire
juice.
season. The entire season, that was the best.
Best scene of the season.
Yeah.
By far.
Okay.
It definitely was. But let's talk about Kyle.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes,
Right?
let's.
Because I mean, and here's the thing. I thought she was really gonna go back to her stripper roots, and because I'm like, what is she doing here in this strip club?
Wait, okay, hold on though. I'm still a little confused. I mean, don't mind me, stuff goes over my head, but I'm a little confused. Maybe you can break it down for me. I get that she was going back to her old strip club, and I'm assuming that's where she started as far as trying to save money to get her hubby out, right? But what was she saying about the letter with the little note that she had gotten? I thought that was the one that said, I'm coming for you.
Wasn't that from her husband?
Yeah, but we were led to believe last episode it was from the nerdy guy, or at least that's what I thought. The nerdy guy that pretended he knew nothing about her sex tape and then had sex with her.
I thought it could have been from him, or it could have just been from like someone who you don't know, like why she needs all this money, like what's going on with this girl. And then someone ends up dead.
I don't know. I took it as the nerdy guy wanted to get back at her for kicking him out the sack.
Kind of led to believe, but that. So wait, does her husband, did he maybe have something to do with the strip club in the past?
That's what I'm trying to figure
she went over
out.
there to try to find him.
She's looking for him.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. Like he was like a regular or something, and that's like where they met.
Maybe.
But I felt like
Maybe he owned it.
I thought she went into the stripper lifestyle to get the money to get the hubby out.
I thought she was already a stripper.
Yeah, but she said she was
started
saving money for a certain reason, so I feel like she was going into the stripping industry to save the money.
Well, no, like I think she was a stripper first, and then she needed to save some money, so she just kept stripping.
And she needed more money.
It's like so now she was just like saving her
extra
stripper
stuff.
money, and then she was doing extra stuff.
I don't know.
I'm gonna be a double girl.
I think she's too smart for that. That's my personal opinion.
Oh, there's a lot of smart strippers out there.
But no. I mean, hey, I'm from Vegas. I mean,
nursing program. A lot of nurses in the strip club. But what I enjoyed was the little exchange with what's the girl's name?
Lexi.
Lexi. Candy. Right. Her little stripper name.
But that's what I'm saying. How does Candy Lexi know who hubby is? Sorry, I keep calling hubby because I don't know his name. What is his name?
I don't think we were.
I don't know. But
Boy from Sex and the City.
Yeah, I don't think it was from Sex and the City.
Yeah. Who looks a little bit more mature now.
Yeah.
Facial hair would do
It's
that.
okay. It's okay. I'm not mad at you. You still look.
Jail
Not
time
looking bad.
would definitely do that to you.
That's true. This is true. I mean, but go ahead because I do like Kyle had an amazing few lines.
Yeah, no, and really it was kind of like okay, because this Lexi chick passed judgment,
in the first
during
season.
episode 1.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh no, honey, I'm an exotic dancer.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
she's like, I'm a stripper, right?
Yeah. No,
She's like, you're a stripper.
No. She said she's an exotic dancer, and then Kyle laughs and goes, "No, honey, I'm stripper."
Yeah. And then so that's why seeing her in the strip club, because it's not an exotic dancing club.
Yeah.
Seeing her in the strip club, she's like, no, I'm an exotic dancer.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, her pole work wasn't very.
Who? Lexi?
Yeah.
I was kind of impressed.
I thought it was great.
I thought she was good.
Amen. I mean, the legs were doing these, and then. Do you know how hard it is for a female to hold up her own body weight on a pole?
It's probably very hard.
It's difficult.
It just seemed
Not
very,
that I know.
like rough to me. It didn't seem very smooth, because there was a lot of.
She's not saying that she was a stripper before though.
Maybe she.
Maybe
But
it was
she's
the first
gone
time.
into
supposed to
it.
have dancer's grace.
Right. No, I thought she did. I thought it was.
She was a double girl, and she
Yeah.
re-auditioned, didn't make it, and now she's a stripper or exotic
what?
dancer. She was originally a doubles girl.
She did make this team though.
No,
Lexi,
She didn't-
No,
Lexi
she
didn't
got
make
cut.
it.
She got cut.
Yeah. Remember?
She hasn't been around all season.
Dang. Okay.
See?
Fired.
You need
I'm
to
fired.
You need to binge watch it.
I know.
I'm telling you.
It's terrible.
But yeah, and that's why Kyle said though. He's when your butt hits the floor, you need to wipe the. What is it?
She said something like when you drop it.
You need to clean the floor with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
So-
She's like, mop, mop. That's right, get it, girl.
That was awesome.
That was the best line ever. So anyways, you know what though? Okay, when husband shows up to the game, right?
That was kind of creepy. I'm not gonna lie.
It was weird. It was weird because you would think you'd be happy to see your husband, and it was more of a coy interaction with her and him. But when he kissed her, her face, when he let go of her, was kind of like, ugh, not, oh, I've been longing for you.
I didn't get that. Like I got that after that kiss. She was like, okay.
I think she was like satisfied, like yeah, like,
to me. Yeah.
finally he's out now. Let's handle business type thing.
No. Then you guys don't need you don't know how to read a female's face. That's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say.
Well, I'm not going to jail, so.
If a woman gives you a look like, after she kisses you, that's probably not. I want to.
She wasn't doing all
get
that,
it
though.
later
Wait,
on.
wait,
She was,
No, her face was like.
She'd be disgusted if she just paid
Yeah,
$700,000.
like-
No, but she just didn't look like, honey, I'm ready to jump your bones. That was not
That's
the
what-
look on her
the-
face.
the look on
And
her
he
face.
said something. What did he say about like?
You gonna get it when you
yeah.
get home or something like that.
Yeah, like
Yeah, but she didn't look happy about it.
I thought she looked excited. She was like, okay, but she had the
Exactly.
expression.
Again,
Maybe she's not someone that would like look really excited about that. Like I don't know. Maybe she just hides it well, or she was
no.
like.
But we've
at
seen
work, I
so
don't
many
know.
different facial expressions from Kyle and her interactions with other men and her flirtatious looks and all the things and all the seductive hoobly doobly that she
doesn't have to do
does.
all that with her husband.
But you would, if you hadn't seen your husband in a very long time and you just thought he was sexy and whatever, you would not. You would look at him way differently.
She's not gonna like hump him right there. Like,
Well, no, but you're not gonna look confused or like, oh, why'd you kiss me?
that's really what you saw.
Yes.
I didn't see that.
I didn't see that.
You know what?
See, maybe it was just you.
Cat Bayless, if you're watching, please call in and give us some 411 on what the real situation
How come
is.
everybody shows up in that tunnel though? Like German showed up there.
How do they get down there? Like you know.
Like a trap
All
door.
access.
Yeah.
I mean, but and I'm glad German came to the arena though. Just to kind of clear the air and let her know.
Nicest guy in the
what
world.
Yeah.
deal
Yeah.
was, because like that's kind of because all right, like I said, they've had a long relationship, and so they had history. That's why I feel Asha should have said something when she was up at the thing, because he came out and he was like, yo. Like this isn't what you thought it was. Like we were just, like this is what do you say? She was like a work
Not in
partner
the first,
or something.
But you know
worked
what?
with her, and like, this is the first night they hung out or whatever. But like, it's very fresh. He's probably still thinking that they're gonna have a future together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that and I think, but he was the one who did, first of all, did the breaking up.
Yeah,
but
if you know it's over, like sometimes you're like, hey,
He kinda
right now,
had
this
to.
is-
Yeah, he had to.
He kind of had
I just
to.
feel like it said a lot for his character because he could have left it where Asha thought that he was already getting with
Yeah.
somebody else just to dig a knife
Yeah.
deeper into her
There's
soul.
a lot of guys that
But
would do
he
that.
loves her, though.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I. What?
What? We're raising your hand? Why?
So that's what I would have did.
You would have what? Just let
Let her think
somebody?
that, yeah.
Okay, ladies. Just a note.
I thought this was the trust
Speaking
tree.
for speaking for Mark's character.
Throw Mark's character right here under.
I
under the
will.
bus.
If I was a character in the show, I'm saying in real life, no,
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Mark's a sweetheart. Mark can show up to your house with a guitar and a rave and like sing, strum and sing something.
P.S. You guys, this fellow, I heard him sing on Saturday, and he is kind of amazing.
Thank you very much.
So yeah, you're welcome. And I mean, cheap plug, but if you are in LA and you happen to be around, definitely find out, where do you perform?
Thursdays in the Valley at the Cork Lounge, and then singing Saturdays at the Parlor.
Yeah, check
every
him
Saturday.
out. And he's got a few moves.
What?
Uh-oh, Usher,
I've been
what?
watching the show.
What?
Man.
I saw some
Nuts.
gliding in there.
Hey,
I was
Usher,
like, go
man.
ahead. Go
MJ.
ahead
It's a
with your
controversial.
bad
Mark
self.
could be a male cheerleader for the show. Like he,
thinking about
Hey,
he could be
James,
like,
first
write him into the show.
Equality.
exactly. That's what we need for the
Double boy.
Ooh, yeah, I could be down with that. Let's do a double boy shirtless. That could be kind of awesome.
No,
I mean,
if-
cheerleaders
you keep
need
your shirt
boys
on,
to do
okay?
stunts.
There's way too much shirtless dudes.
I'll just wear like.
Don't
I'll
hate.
wear what they wear.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the little
Have like a
tankini.
vest or
That's
something.
hot.
Have
Little
something.
shorts.
Where,
Yeah.
how do we get? Where? How
I
do we
have
get
no
here?
idea
I
how.
have, you know what?
But look, okay, so I'm glad German came and was like, hey, it's not what you think it is. Because again, at the end of the day, he still loves her, and really, like, it looks bad on Asha for, getting down and dirty with
Of
Derek
course.
How bad does she
day
feel?
after.
Well, she was doing that based on the fact that she thought that German was getting with
Absolutely.
We know what happens when you assume.
You make an ass out of you and me.
See? So, now she's caught red in the face, and she tried to apologize, saying, I just wanted to celebrate. Okay.
But she really did want to go celebrate.
Yeah.
That was her initial intention because Derek asked her to celebrate. She said no, and then she went to German's, and then German was with homegirl, and then she turned around, went back to Derek,
Yeah.
and said, "Hey, want to celebrate?"
Yeah, but
Just like
celebrating
that.
doesn't mean
I understand what she did.
denting a Ferrari.
She was hurt.
first
I would
of
do the
all,
same thing.
See?
Secondly,
Let's be real.
like German being like that wasn't just like a work meeting though. That's the beginning of something. So he is hanging out with the girl. Like of course he said that hey it was just a work girl.
Hold on.
Wait, on the
Hold
stairs
on,
with
Mark.
beer, like, come on, it's a
They were giggling. They were giggling.
They're flirting.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
Hold on. But let's say if they got off work, okay, and then, like she probably lives down the street. He was like, yo, I have a couple beers, and this is kind of wind down. Because they weren't in the apartment, because they could have been in the apartment. But
But they
weren't
were
in the
winding
apartment.
down this close.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they were winding down like,
They
hey,
were on stairs.
yada, yada, yada.
How are you supposed to sit next to someone on stairs? You got to be close.
I would sit on the lower stair, the upper
What,
stair.
in between his legs and make it even worse?
No.
Huh? See?
I would sit sideways on the stairs on a separate stair with my legs out longwards,
But that's
and then
uncomfortable.
Wait a second.
And that's doing way
Okay,
too much.
all right. Let's put if you've been at work and seen a girl that you thought okay, so any girl that you work with and you invite her over to have a beer, you have no intentions of.
Like, come
No,
on-
because a
come
room
on,
is a great
guys.
working relationship. Now, I'm not
Well,
saying.
no, yeah, we all know that it does, but we also know that people make that mistake.
People do make that mistake because a lot of times people don't know how to separate the business and the personal side of things.
On stairs, of course.
Yeah, and and again on stairs because one, it's uncomfortable, right? Two, it's in the public, so it's not like if you really wanted to do something, then they would have been in the apartment.
What if they just
Behind
took a
closed
break?
doors.
What if she smokes?
But
Random.
But then they could
Totally
have gone because
random.
like there's like a balcony or
You
whatever.
know
so they
damn well
could've-
he had intentions of
He
doing.
didn't have intentions. I'm telling you, he didn't have intentions. Team German.
I'm Team German too.
Anyway, but okay. So wait, then at the very end, when Asha went to Pete's house to give him, there wasn't really much of an explanation. She was upset. I don't know if it had to do with the combination of the German situation and then feeling guilty about the Derek situation. All we see is her knock
Well,
on the door
I think
and
it
then
was
just
everything.
embrace
because
and cry.
now
And
her mother is a part
Yeah.
of the squad. The whole Derek thing. The whole German thing. So like her life as what she knew it is totally
Yeah.
different now.
she's never
And-
hugged the man in her
And
life.
she just told everyone he's her father to win the competition, and Jelena called her out. So it's like a combination of everything.
Maybe she still wants to celebrate.
No, but you know what it is?
What?
This is what it is. Is that with all this going on, the closest person to her is the person that she knows the least about. That's why she wants to go hug him.
I guess. I don't know. It was weird to me, to be honest with you.
I
I'd
got
never.
it. James, I got it. I understood.
Anyway, so
gotta
can
rewatch it
we
again.
please, can we talk
Watch it 3 times.
about the Jelena Terrence situation?
It's time.
Yes.
Let's do it, because that scene was phenomenal on both actors'
Yeah.
parts.
But let's talk
incredible.
about the build-up.
Okay.
love the
It was
build-up.
amazing too how it was written.
Yeah.
Because, all right, so he was about to go do press, and she was like, "Hey, where you going?" Yada yada yada, and I forgot. He said something that like, "I'm still trying to make a decision on something."
Yeah.
Right.
He didn't tell her. She's like, "Good or bad?"
Yeah.
A decision.
Yeah. And then he just left it at that. So she feels okay.
But okay, first of all, how are you gonna say? I don't remember what exactly her line was, but something along the lines of him saying, "You're always scheming," and she says, "Well, at least you always know what you're gonna get with me." Huh?
He said, "You're always scheming, but I never thought you'd do it to me," or something like that.
No,
right?
no, that's
this was-
that was later on in the
okay.
situation. But when they actually were having the conversation,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
right
okay.
before he went to do the press
In
thing,
that tunnel.
exactly in the tunnel.
Gotcha.
That's where it happens.
The drama tunnel.
Yeah. Well,
Ew, but ew.
because you know what it is like because he knows her and so she knows he knows her and so he knows the dirt that she's done and whether or not he wants to be a part of it which
But that is such. I mean,
he doesn't.
that's such an ugly personality trait. To be honest, beautiful girl. ugly personality trait. Logan is wonderful, but the character itself, that's
Well, yeah, I mean, but she's the queen, and so in order to keep your queendom, you need to get your hands dirty.
One thing I loved about that scene was when she was on the floor crying hysterically, and you hear the arena start of like the crowd, and she just snaps out of it like that, like nothing happened. I love that part of it. It shows her true character.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Well, yes and no. Yeah.
Well, he goes in, right, and we think he's gonna propose.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, no, you don't. You get up
I
off
didn't think
that
he
knee.
was.
You knew it was in there, right?
Yeah.
You guys knew it was in there, right?
I guess
No, at first I thought he was gonna propose.
Well, yeah, but I was like, but no, he's got the little capsule.
The little, what was it? Oxycontin? What was it?
No, it's some made up.
I thought he was gonna like.
Whatever Lil Wayne was sipping on for you. But and then so he gives it to her, and then, again, this is really like Logan's. This is her acting prowess. Like, she's, oh my God, in a good way, and then it opens it up, and she's like, oh my God,
in a bad
way.
Yeah.
Literally a split second.
I know.
Oh my God.
But this is a point that I really wanted to bring up, and I wish I'd sent the picture to AfterBuzz so we could look at it. But if you happen to follow me on Twitter or Instagram, you'll see it there. I was watching Rob watch his own scene of this situation, and it almost broke my heart because he's watching himself, and the look on his face.
He was like this the whole time, like.
Yeah, no, just looking at it, and I don't know what was going on in his mind, because I don't think he was looking at it like, oh, I'm doing an amazing job. It was more so him so involved in the emotion in the scene and what was going on that it still made him emotional. And
I feel like he went there. When he watched it, he went there again, like where he went to do that scene, and that's what was going on.
But yeah, it was so inspiring. I know if you're watching this, oh my God, it just touched me so much, and it just reminded me, this guy, he is so humble and so kind, and that just made it so much more real when I saw him do that.
Yeah, sure. And I think it was fun watching all of them watch themselves.
Yes,
it was cool during this episode, because there was a lot of just strong acting, this entire season. But being there and really watching all of them glued to the TV, and
then giving props to everybody too.
Yeah, they're so supportive.
And they always yell, "Get that work!"
Well, then you're watching Elena completely melt down from being evil to break down to this to that, and then here comes Logan. Hi guys.
Yeah. No, and that scene, it was such a powerful scene.
It was genius. I was crying as I watched it,
and because you could see her entire world is breaking down. It's literally because but Terrence is her world, basically.
He's her only friend and her soulmate.
Exactly. Yeah. So now he's gone. So it's her life is crushed, and you literally see her life falling apart.
Yeah, the range of emotions that she went through in that one scene is crazy. Yeah.
You know what? I was actually watching this morning. Nick and I were talking about the live interview with Logan and McKinley on VH1, and one of the things that she said about that scene, it was so difficult because she said, as Rob is saying his lines,
there we go.
They did get it. They must have looked it up. That was Rob looking at himself, and I just thought it was the most adorable, touching thing ever. It deserves a moment of silence. So anyway, that just really made me lose my train of thought of what I was talking about. Logan. When she was doing the scene, she was saying, looking at Rob be that emotional, she said it was so hard because her character was stunned at what he was saying. And as he was saying the line about having the wet eyes, even though I'm the one saying this, at that moment, she said she wanted to cry so bad, but she had to hold it in. And then once he left was when she had to let it out. But God, mad props to both of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
But what I enjoyed though is that now she knows all she has left is the Devil Girls. You know what I mean? So it's I can't, this is all I have left. So she's hanging on to what she has left. So, she gets it together, puts her makeup back on. She's let me get out there and give them the...
But does she know that Sloane is now in charge? Because that's about to be next season.
Yeah, how is she going to be with Sloane?
I don't know. Manipulate her, probably.
Mom.
I bet you she'll manipulate her into thinking that Asha's just downward spiraling.
Or, because this would be a nice little twist, right? If Asha turns into the Elena And then so now she starts the manipulation, and she starts doing the different chess games and the puppetry.
But then who's gonna be the innocent one?
That's
new
where,
characters, new girls.
That's Yelena's. Like she's gonna turn into.
Doubt it.
They're gonna switch roles.
Not gonna happen. Like she said, you can't go back once you're dirty.
That's true.
Got your hands dirty.
Oh, we'll see.
That's my opinion. That's my thought.
But it was a great season.
Oh, someone's trying to rush us along. So before we even get to predictions, you know what? I want to talk about some news and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
It's not really gossip, guys, but it's news. If you haven't checked it out, there is a video. We've been talking about this wonderful basketball game between Rob and Nick. It's finally up on the internet. We can give you a little bit more of a sneak peek. It won't be the whole thing. If you want to see the whole thing, go onto the website. But until then, if we can have our engineer pull up that little preview, here it goes.
Oh, I'm excited.
And action.
Let me turn the news and gossip music off real quick.
Oh, okay, let's do that. So anyway.
This was edited great, though, Steve.
Yeah, wonderful job by AfterBuzz TV.
Editing this thing.
So let's see.
And if McKinley's not down and you can't find a friend because I can see you kind of lonely, then it could just be me and you, one-on-one. We can play the 7, 21, whatever it takes for you to score a basket.
Listen, I accept the challenge. And, we'll get it in.
Okay.
All right, and, you may have to buy me some Jordans or something. I'm just saying.
I will buy you some protein shakes or
I got quick hands, and I got big feet. I got old man.
I got big feet. Old man YMCA. This is 6'2", 200 coming at you.
And that's okay.
Like a freight train. I'm like the Larry Johnson.
It'll be like, oh, hey, and you'll be hitting your
It's on.
Air ball.
That hit rims.
There he is getting tired. I'm somewhere in the background along with. Let's speed up ahead.
Definitely tired. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Oh, he got a shot at.
Money. But it's 4-1.
And there's another air ball. Oh, at that point, you can see at the bottom of the screen, it's 4-1. Rob. This is the last shot. Bam! And here comes the ish talking. Look at that walk.
We ball on hit the floor. Wait, who? How do we ball and hit the floor? Hard.
Look at that face, Nick.
Say it.
It's hot. She's still hot.
He's dying over there.
We ball and hit the floor. 1, 2, 3. Hard.
Look how out of shape I am.
Hey, you left it all out on the floor. That's what
I did. I left it all out there.
No socks. Low top.
Oh, hey, there's my foot.
Tennis shoes. Okay. Beer or two. Not to mention, it's Sunday or Saturday. I don't even know what day it is. That's how out of it I am. Still scrub. Put that ball away. Get the ball while you're at it.
So, it's hot as shit. I've been drinking.
Listen,
He's been working out a little bit. Hey, at the end of the day, did I Dikembe
at the end of the day, did I rip you like Isaiah Thomas?
But I'm talking about.
I blocked the shot, guys. I blocked the shot.
Let me show you this Dikembe Mutombo. Put the arms up. This is real life reach right here.
But he has hot
5 buckets. He has 1 bucket.
He has hot 5.
Get on in there, girl. You see that reach?
Did he say get on in there or get out?
I get 1 shot. I still love you.
That was awesome.
That was
That
great.
adds insult to injury at the end. Oh, it's okay.
I was talking to him yesterday. What if Nick would have edited the whole thing? Just the one shot that he made, just keep on showing that one. And Nick wins the whole game.
That would have been awesome.
I'm out of shape, okay? I'm not gonna lie, I was a little winded, right? I hadn't balled in a little bit. But again, I threw the challenge out there.
Hey,
we went out there.
Follow through.
We played. I didn't do very well. There might be a rematch.
You know, it takes a big man to admit all that. I give you props.
I lost, you know, some you win, some you lose, some, you know, that one I just didn't win.
Season 2 rematch.
There you go, season 2 rematch. Awesome. All right, so now that we showed you guys a little preview of the basketball game, let's get into some of our predictions for season 2.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV prediction.
Jumping the gun over here. All right, because you've been so amazing at all of your predictions. Let's just go with Laila. Maybe none of us should give a prediction this episode. We're just gonna be quiet and let Laila talk. Go.
Let's just say what happens in
got
season
nothing
2.
right now
You know
either.
what? James is gonna watch this and be like, okay, everything Laila just said, I'm gonna be sure that I'm gonna write it completely different because this girl is not gonna get all the predictions right. Do it.
Oh, okay, season 2. Well, we talked about a lot of the things already that we're thinking that's going to happen. I think I'm really interested in seeing Sloane's role now as the director and Charlotte's character, kind of seeing like what's going to happen with them. I don't think she's done though. I think Charlotte is going to try to get her job back, and I think like I don't think Sloane's going to stay. I don't know. I don't think she's going to stay. Because she's going to see like how dirty it is in that whole world, and I don't know.
She doesn't seem
she's
passionate enough about the job. She's doing it for other reasons. She's not doing it because she cares.
I can't see her all in there like running stuff.
Trying to make things right.
I don't know. She's working with the police. I mean,
right.
I think, I'm just interested in seeing how that's going to turn out. I really, I think there's just going to be major like drama with that. And Asha, I think she's turned over a new leaf. Not a good one. Yeah, I think I think she's gonna keep on that like bad girl kind of thing.
Innocently bad.
Yeah.
What about you, Nick?
I'll go after Mark.
Oh, okay. Just throw it on over.
All right. This is exactly what's going to happen. All right. So we got Sloane that just got this job. She's working with the detective, blah, blah, blah. They're going to end up hooking up. It's going to be kind of weird and cool, whatever. But then, so Oliver gets charged with murder. Oscar, not Oliver. Oscar is charged with murder, right? So he goes away. Chase Vincent takes over and then gives the job back to Olivia. Bam. That's then, but by that time, Sloane probably doesn't want the job anymore anyways. I think that Asha and Derek will get married, like I said. And then, no, not really. That's going to blow up somewhere. I don't know. I wonder if Terrence is going to stay or go.
That'll be interesting to see too.
I think he's gonna stay, and it's gonna be kind of weird for a while because that's like a lot of drama.
He wanted to go anyway.
I think you know what? No, I think he'll stay, and I think he'll get a new girlfriend, and I think Yelena's gonna do everything that she can to try to break them up. That's what I think.
What if he dates Asha?
Nah, I don't see that happening. Don't see that happening. But what I do see Asha doing is kind of going back and forth out of guilt, not necessarily out of I need to be with German, but more so I feel like a big butthole. This guy was so amazing to me, and she goes back and forth between the two. I could see that being a little bit of a dilemma with Derek, because maybe now she has a little bit of the upper hand because he's like gaga over her, and pick me. I don't know. That's what I think.
Flip-flopping start though. Like I know because I don't see Asha hooking up with Terrence, but I do see Jelena hooking up with Derek when things go wrong with Asha and him, and that's going to create a whole little triangle.
Jelena and German,
eventually
maybe.
Somebody's going to sleep with somebody else. Like,
that would be good.
Soap opera, you know.
That would be good.
Jelena and German.
You guys are so
Right,
good. You guys.
Well, I mean, you know.
Drama, I love it. No.
So come on, Nick. Let's hear it. Let's go.
All I'm going to say is season 2. There's going to be a lot of dancing. There's going to be a lot of half-naked girls bouncing around, having a great time. There hopefully will be more basketball shown. And
hey, maybe they'll make you an extra. You can play on the team, James.
Well.
Absolutely.
All right, leave us your Twitter, guys, starting with Laila.
Hey guys, it's Laila. Laila627.
You're going to find me all over the internet at the Nick Purdue.
You check me out, Mark E. Allen.
And I'm Alikona Bradford. You can find me at Kiss My Passport. So that wraps up the entire season 1. Amazing show. Hit the floor. We will definitely catch you on season 2. So look for us. Thank you and have a great night.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.